All right, Alex, ready. You can go.
Good morning. My name is Alexandra Walton. You are here with the Southside Book and Writers Club. We are at the 25th Street, North 25th Street location at the library. Today is our workshop, reading and writing workshop, as well as our book review from Miss Tamara Harris. Right now, I'm going to give you some marketing tips. My first marketing tip is close range proximity marketing. That means that you're sending out via email, text. It's pretty much a promotional message. You're promoting your product or a venue. That's like I promote my candles, Alice Candles. It's of your product and services. That's what you're promoting. Your goods and services. What is it that you're bringing to the table as far as what you would like for others to see? You have to give them things about tell them more about the product so that way they'll know more about it. And instead of trying to sell to them, work with me this morning.
Slow down.
I know. I'm nervous. I'm sorry. Bullet 2, word of mouth marketing. Your presentation of your product or services is very important. What one sees or orders, and it is good, they will tell others. Number 3, content marketing. You talk more about your product and services, you're pretty much educating your potential clients on your business. It builds awareness. Number 4, promotional marketing. Whether you're doing contests, surveys, coupons, or giving away a free sample, it's a way for you to get your clients.
It's a way for you to get your clients what?
To test out your product for you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also a way for them to give you positive feedback. Whether it's negative feedback, you need that constructive criticism in order for your business to flourish and grow.
Okay, now how often should someone, I see for bullet 1, close range proximity marketing, how often would you suggest for any business, whether it's small business or any entrepreneur, to market?
I would say at least once a week. Once a week. You constantly continue to update your news feed, whether it's via Facebook, whether you're sending out an email blast, or you're doing Twitter, Instagram, no matter what type of social media source you're using, or you're putting out flyers around the neighborhood or the community. At least once a week, update your information, give your potential clients or buyers or people that are just interested in seeing your business grow, just to support you. Give them a chance to see that you are steadily doing what you need to do in order for your business to basically boom,
grow. Okay.
Yes.
All right, now word of mouth marketing. I see you got your presentation of your product and service. It's very important.
Yes.
What would you suggest?
Excuse me. Since I sell candles, my candles are Alice Candles. With my candles, I have different types of wax that I use, from soy wax to parfum wax to palm wax. Sometimes I use golf wax. My presentation goes as far as my scent, my different size jars from 5 ounce to 8 ounce jars. My pillow candles are 3x3, 4x6. So my presentation would be my candle jars and my pillow candles with the amazing aroma and scent that's coming from them. And that's not me trying to sell them. That's me just pushing it out there so that way they can understand that what I am doing, I'm taking very serious. And if they would like to purchase a product, then I can have a stock of inventory that is already ready. And what one sees, others would what one sees can mean that others might they want to tell others, and others might want to back out as well. Or either they're just giving you positive advice and tips on how you can better your business and what you're doing.
So part of presentation is making sure not only you have decent looking jars and decent looking pillow candles and what do you call them, votive?
Yes.
Votive.
And also tea light candles.
And tea light candles. It's also making sure that your colors look good.
Yes, because there are different types of colorful candles. You can do a black candle, a white candle, a yellow candle, a blue candle, a red candle. You can do different types of colorful candles, and they all mean different things. A lot of people use them for meditation, worship, praise, to talk. Some people also use it to talk to others in the other realm. I don't want to get into that because I might scare somebody off. but everybody uses them for different things. Some use them. Okay, maybe I will get into it. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna make this fun. So some people do use them for white magic, sigil magic, black magic. Black magic is bad. White magic means white magic is good. It's also an extension of black magic. Have you ever heard of? Some people haven't heard of this, but they're called. It's different witches. One in particular is called a bruja witch, and that's paganism. That's what they study. And with theirs, what they do is they go by the rules of the Catholic Church. Don't quote me on it, but that is my belief of that. Paganism is Catholic, and that's what I believe. With their candles, they usually they put a little oil on their candles, and that's when they're able to. They say prayers, or they might create what people. Some people will call a shrine. It's not necessarily a shrine, but it's a place of what they would call worship, where they would have a stand to put their candles on. And it can be just because they want their candles. It can be for funds. It can be for health issues, just praying for someone else. It's different things. It's people in Mexico that use the candles for different celebrations. And I realized that a gold and yellow candle, they use them on Sundays. Mondays are silver, gray, or white. Tuesday can be red. Wednesday can be purple, as Thursday can be blue. Candles also enhance your psyche. They give you, if you really believe in people believe in the Most High, what you call the Most High, Jehovah, the Most High, the good Lord, God, Jesus. Everybody believes in a higher power. It doesn't matter what name you call them. So, some people do believe that with candles, they do heighten your psyche, which gives you a sense of peace. They can bring peace and tranquility, growth. You can ask for certain things in prayer. Oh wow. They also have Adam and Eve candles as well. Double action candles, reversible candles. They also have candles with depression, and those colors are orange, indigo, and rose. Oh. I like that. Okay, any more questions?
All right, do y'all have any more questions?
No. That was good.
Very good. Thank you.
Okay. Well, it's Allie's about done.
Yes.
We're gonna swap real quick.
Okay.
All right, ladies, you got it?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm coming, y'all. I'm sorry.
I was nervous doing it.
Well, look, we all nervous. That's part of the beautiful glory of learning to, what do you call it? Public speak.
Yes.
The more you do it, the better you get. I'm gonna pull this up just a little bit because Alexandra covered that part. I'm gonna step over this way for this part. Okay. All right. Good morning, everybody. Y'all know I'm Kim Walton, and this is Southside Book and Writers Club. Excuse me if you heard my stomach growl. Okay. This is Southside Book and Writers Club writing workshop, and we're gonna start on the marketing plan. What I have up here this morning is a rough draft that I started in 2016 of my marketing plan. My marketing plan consisted of figuring out what am I promoting. Of course, by me writing books. You know I started with what? Books. And when I went from books, I had to look at the genre. What am I doing next for the genre? Or better yet, what am I writing? My first two books were young adult fiction. Third book was nonfiction, Kim's DIY. So when I started looking at both of those, I had to go after ages 14 to, I would say maybe 29, 30 for my motivation. And for dedication, I actually went 18 and up because I had sexual content in it. So 18 and up is still young adult, because when you're in your 20s, you are a young adult. But it's not for teens, and I recommend for parents who purchase dedication, you take the time first. You read the book before you allow your child to read the book. And then if you have them read the book, explain. Exactly. Because there are parts that they may have to deal with. All right, so next you heard me cover genre and genres. Okay, I'm going to go to cover adult fiction, young adult. Okay, I'm getting nervous too.
That's okay. With the cameras rolling, we get nervous.
Yeah, that's all right. That's the fun of it, though. Okay, demographics. That was another thing. Demographics, you can work with age. Demographics is not just a person, whether it's male, female, or black, white. You know, it's not just that. It's going to work with age, whether or not the person is single, whether or not you're looking for married people, family life, college. You can set your demographics for single parent household, for multifamily units. You can set it for different areas based on how much money's in that area. You can set it for that too. So I also set it for demographics. So that demographics was considered my target market. A lot of people who, when they saw me when I first started going out, I actually started sending out and walking the pavement, giving flyers of my motivation to teenagers. That's who I gave them out to first. I gave them teenagers and parents. I actually walked the beat, handed out flyers of this book I had coming out. Dedication. I started not so much as teenagers. I started going after grown-ups because I needed the grown-ups to first get in line before you get to your kid. For my DIY, I actually started marketing towards actually indie authors. I looked at indie authors and I thought about the fact of this is the information they want. This is the information we have. It's free. Let's put it out there. Indie authors, you know, and entrepreneurs, small business people, because I talk about copyrights, trademarks, everything else inside of DIY. So that's step 2. Step 3, let me stop and say something. For the beginning of my marketing plan, step 1, 2, and 3, everything goes together. What you're promoting, your demographics, your target market, and number 3, your audience, methods used to reach your target market. So all 3 of these go together. Anybody who knows me, they know I do use the internet. I use word of mouth, promotional ads, I use events, and I use my website. Now, when I break them down for the internet, I talked to maybe a month and a half ago about social media, about using your Facebook, Instagram, Twitter to market yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. You should. You should do it at least maybe, as Alexander said, 1 to 3 times a week. Don't spam anybody. Because again, like I said, you spam me, I'm going to block you. I'm going to delete you, just as simple. But if you send me something, a promotional ad, once a week, I will read your stuff. If you send me a newsletter once a week, if it's interesting, I will read your stuff. I will share your stuff. And that's another thing. I have to put this word up there. I'm about to go back and share. I keep telling people, any marketing plan, we're doing what? We're sharing the marketing plan. So if we're sharing the marketing plan, what do we need our customers, family, friends, any consumer to do? We need them to share. That's the key. A like I said, a like is beautiful, it's sweet, but share dominates the world. It's awesome, okay? What you may not like, somebody else will, and you got to think about that. All right, so I already talked about internet, word of mouth. And again, like I said, one of the things that I don't mind doing, I take Pat and Turner, you know, these right and left big feet of mine, and I walk the pavement. When I hosted the first event in Southside Book and Writers Club, I walked Hull Street, delivering flyers, pimp, whatever. I walked Hull Street. Then I walked Justin Davis. I hand-delivered stuff. I wanted people to see my face, know that I'm serious, and that we are legit. Only thing I needed you to do was purchase a table, bring me some deodorant and soap for my homeless people, and that's it. And come to the event. Word of mouth. Word of mouth will get you more than anything else. Your promotional ads. You can use promotional ads on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can use promotional ads anywhere. You can use them on your website. Promotional ads on Facebook. Facebook will give you credits if you have a page, sometimes $5, sometimes $10. It goes on up from there. Use promotional ads to put your stuff out. You can start off small. Just have it go out to 100, 200 people first, then have it go out to 500, 600 people. Just go ahead and look at it, see which demographics, you can choose your demographics with them. Whether or not you only want to go out to people who have an interest in reading, or you want to go out to just college-age kids, 18 to 25, 26, but we also know we got older adults going to college. Right. So you look at that demographics, you limit yourself with the 18 to 26. My thing is just send it to 600 random people. Because them 600 random people will probably share it and send it to this one, that one, everybody else, right?
So how does that work exactly with the Facebook post boost? I believe that's what they call it.
Yes. What you're going to do, you're going to click on the boost. You're going to go inside, and that's a good idea because I didn't think about we need to sit down. Some people may have to break it down. Mm-hmm. You have to go inside for the boost, and you're going to choose how much money you're willing to spend on your campaign. They're going to make suggestions, but you don't have to go off Facebook suggestions. I ran campaigns that were $2. No, I'm serious. It was $2 campaign. I want to see what they actually give it to me. And I ran a campaign for $2. And I was like, wow. I've run campaigns for $5. I've run them for $10. I think the most I've ran a campaign for was $30 so far. And you do have to spend a little bit. You don't have to break the bank. You save up whatever, and then you go ahead and you run your promotional ads. But when you go in there for the boost, it's going to ask you how much you want to spend, what demographics, your target market you want to go after. You're going to choose who, what, when, where, and how you want to go after. Marketing 101, target market. Who, what, when, where. Okay? All right. And think about that even with the big grocery chains, any store that's coming around, they're going to go in and see how that neighborhood is, income of basic income of everybody in that neighborhood, or for that market, that store, or whatever comes in that area. They're going to look at all that first. Now, next we have D, and that's events. That's another method used to reach your audience. Your events can consist of book events, festivals, car events, library events, any event that you feel that, okay, and I'm saying books again because that's me. I write books. Your event can be anything you feel comfortable selling your product, or any place that you think your stuff would be a good fit. Like Whitney does. You also do like consultation for different relationships, stuff like that. Right. You may not want to do an event just based off cars. Yeah. It may not suit you. Right. But for somebody who's making air fresheners and maybe incense, you need to go to that car event and have you a table set up and sell to these people. And even if you don't sell, talk to them, pass out your business cards, your flyers, do all of that. Okay? Next, I'm going to go with website. Right on fast. Alright, next is the website. My website is KimMilWalton.com. And everybody knows I just went .com. And I tell everybody, for your website, you do not have to break the bank. Take your time and test out all the sites. Just about everyone, whether you use Wix, Weebly, Webs, Squarespace, WordPress, with a Shopify, GoDaddy, all of them will let you try free. Mm-hmm. I tried several free, but I ended up falling in love with Wix. So I went .com with Wix early this year. When you go .com, make sure you verify your site. You're going to verify your site with Google. The reason why I said verify your site, because once you verify that website, Google is going to tell your customers, guess what? He, she, it is what? Legit, right? Mm-hmm. And that's important. You legit. Then Google's going to do something else. Anybody Google They can put in, okay, I had somebody who told me they found me because they put in motivation. It pulled up my motivation quote. It was a motivational quote there that pulled up. Google does what?
Oh, shit.
Yes, ma'am. And that's promote too. Because the way the analytics work, if your website is secure and they've verified it, Google is top dog for internet. If they have verified, that means that's a website that they will put out there. More people go to your website with certain keywords and they trigger your website. That's true. Your stuff will pop up there. I know some people say when they put in my name, Kim Walton, they get a bunch of Caucasian women. Well, y'all see I'm black. I'm all black. But even though you see some of the women pop up, if you keep scrolling, you'll see a picture of me right there. You'll see a picture of me. Some of them I'm looking rough, ragged, and some of them I'm not. So, but you're gonna see this big black woman sitting right there. But before you see my picture on that page, you're gonna see all my stuff. It's gonna tell you how to get to my website. It's gonna tell you the 3 books that I've written already. That's the beauty of Google. And that's why I said make sure you have Google verify your stuff. Do the work. And it takes maybe 5 or 10 minutes to verify it, for you to verify it. And then it takes up to 3 to 5 days for Google to verify it. Which is awesome. Once it's verified by them, you got that beautiful word called share, which is also another promotional thing. That's another thing that you put into your marketing plan. That's a big deal. Now, when you go to your website and you're using your website, like I said, to reach your audience, everybody see it when you go on my website. I'm still learning. And I'm still figuring out how to make the website the way I want it. I know that we should make it pretty for our customers and consumers, but I need it how I like it. So I'm doing it my way. You see that I have a picture of my new book, Rowena, which is coming soon. She's not ready yet. She's coming soon. And I do drop every other week. I'll drop maybe a paragraph or 2 from different chapters of the book on there, So I think it's like a teaser. Use your website to tease people. Also use your website to post your other books and whatever you're doing. Because
the books in the past, what I'll do is I'll post an old book and then I'll have a PDF document that you can click on and you can get a sneak peek and actually read the book or either read excerpts from the book.
Which is smart.
See. So every month what I'll do is I'll do monthly free read. And so this month is Get Out the Bed. And so whatever book, there's 10 books in circulation. So whatever book I feel like doing, then I'll just be like, okay, this month I'm going to share this book. And
smart
then it's a good idea for you to go read a book and then the next
one. And I like the fact you're doing this one. PDF.
Yeah, I do PDF.
That's right. And one of the reasons I like the fact you're doing PDF, because you're controlling your book.
Exactly.
You're letting people come to your website to download your book. That makes sense.
And it's okay.
You can sit there and you can put a link on that website with that PDF button. If you decide to charge, whether you charge $3.99, $10.99, people can buy directly from you that PDF version of your book.
Yes. And that's the way I market it because with Amazon and the different sites that we market it, they wait and you have to reach a certain amount for them to send it to you.
You get a percentage.
Right.
You don't
get the whole thing.
People seem to think that when you publish, you get rich.
No.
It doesn't work like that.
And with the PDF, I can charge. I can say, okay, in
want.
order for you to do it, it has to be locked, and for you to unlock it, you have to go to PayPal. And PayPal goes straight to my thing, and then I have a PayPal secure card that once I transfer the balance, it goes from my PayPal account to the card, and I can swipe that card and get my money off of it.
Okay, awesome.
So,
girl.
So what I do is I make sure I do that. So with PDF, I learned from Kim because I got tired of you wait for them to send you the royalties, and you're like, no. And then I get tired of people taking my book and you gonna send a PDF of my book to somebody else, and you gonna send pages, or you gonna share the book. No, let me market it.
Remember what I said? I did not.
We talked about somebody did it. No,
I had over 4,000 downloads. Some nice young man, he decided to take my DIY book. He wrote the book.
Yeah.
He made copies of the book, scanned the book, put it on the internet, and he sold over 4,000 copies of the DIY book.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. $10 little book. And I give them away free if somebody come ask me.
Right.
He sold over 4,000 copies. Little trifling little thing.
Right.
But it's okay.
It's okay. But I learned from that because I said, well, if they can do that, then I can. So what I decided is doing this whole campaign of being that I have. If you're a real writer and you're not multiple authors writing a book, you have your work on your computer, and all my work is on my computer. So I just put it into a locked PDF, and then I just upload it to the site, and then you just pay me a little PayPal. Maybe I'm feeling generous, $5, and you can just read the book. Okay. And that's my whole goal, because I fell off the wagon with marketing. I'm not gonna lie, that is my strongest issue. But what I decided is to start doing that. So I'm just gonna, starting this month or month of May rather, I'm just gonna go ahead and just start putting the book out there. But you can pay for the PDF version and you can see it, and that way you can pull it up on your computer, your tablet, your email, all of that.
Yeah. That's and also too, what Whitney's doing is smart. That's what you should do. If you're not comfortable putting that PDF button up there yourself, you can go to a site called, let me see, am I pronouncing this right? SELLFY, Selfie or Selfy.com. Okay. You can use that site. I think it's what, $9.99 a month, but they may have a yearly fee too, which to me would be cheaper. But you can use that site for your PDFs. It's controlled. You still set up through your PayPal. Okay. So even for those who want to sell their print books, which coming up next year for me, a lot of my print books will be coming through just my website. Okay. I will still be using Amazon for ebooks, and I'll be using PDF on my website. But my print books, a lot of them will just be coming through me on my website. Because y'all know SELLFE. SELLFY.
So I have a question. Is it just for authors or newly authors, or is it for anyone who makes jewelry, as I do, make candles? Right.
With Selfie, that part I'm not sure of, because I'm only using it for books. Okay. So you have to really go on and do your research with that part. Okay. Because I know a lot of small entrepreneurs, they use, what's that called? Shopify? Shopify or something? Yeah. I don't know if there's an L in it or not, but.
And then some others use Etsy or something?
Etsy, yeah. So, I mean, I don't know whether or not they take merchandise that way, but I mean, digital-wise, that's what I use. Okay. But you have to do your research, and that's another thing. Besides share, please, yes. Research. Yes. Okay? Research is key for everything. All right, do you ladies have any questions?
Oh, can you also make sure you stress the importance of having business cards and promotional items when you are going places? Because so many times I've gone to someone and I would ask them, oh, how can I get a hold of you? Let me get your business card. Let me connect with you. And they pull out a sheet of paper or either tell me take down their phone number. And I'm like, hey, you're supposed to be a business. So I think it's very important that if you're trying to be professional, I know, but still, I just look at them like a little baby just starting out. But I mean, I used to do the same. I did too, but you grew to get that. And I feel like even if you keep 10 on you or 15 business cards, and you keep something. Yes. Because I shouldn't have to pull out a sheet of paper to write down your contact information.
All right, but try not. Well, I'm gonna say, look, I started off with paper too.
We all did, but we grew.
And everything.
But we grew. If you're trying to, you cannot be at an event with a table. No, you cannot be at an event with a table, and I walk up to your table.
But what you do in the event,
you can have a newsletter sign-up sheet.
You have a sign-up sheet. Right. This is what I learned with that part.
Yeah.
You have a sign-up sheet, and you have them put the phone number, email, website, or whatever on that sign-up sheet. But you're right.
You gotta have
and
something
this is why I grab the table. Any entrepreneur, this is what you write: books, candles, jewelry, or whatever. Make sure you have some type of business card. You can use Word, Publisher, whatever. You can print it out, make it on a computer. You can print it yourself. You can cut them out. They look just fine. There's nothing tacky or classless about this, okay? That's just smart business. Yeah. Because believe me, somebody would appreciate you handing it over to them. Yes. You guys hand it over to them instead of not having anything. That's true. Okay? That's so true.
And people like to pick stuff up. I'm the type of person that I would come to your table and see stuff and be like, can I take this?
And I'm going to fuss it and cut with me so she stopped messing with y'all. There's no shade when it comes to those cards, okay? Just, if you need cards and need to figure out how to make cards, you can email us or message us on the book club and we can walk you through it. Because I used to make my cards. Yeah. I still do when I feel like it.
Me too.
I make cards, I make my poster boards, I make flyers, I do all that. I believe that you should know that stuff because it's a whole lot cheaper too. Yes. And not everything, again, like I said, has to be expensive. still make it look good. Okay? So bookmarkers, business cards, flyers, pass them out. That's another way of marketing yourself. Make sure you put that down in your marketing plan. That's a big important thing too, and that goes back to sharing. Okay. Every time you meet a new person, hand out your card. All right, hand out your business card.
I like your idea that you had where you would put bookmarks in there, and your bookmarks weren't just bookmarks, they also promoted you. Because people can take that bookmark and use it, not just, right, they keep it for other books. You can see them reading another book with your bookmark, and then somebody be like, where did you get that bookmark from? And it's a marketing.
I have a bookmark right there in one of my bags.
Yeah.
My bookmarks will have my website.
Right, I love it.
I print them from my print.
I love it.
Right then, I got my cards from Vistaprint, but I did my own bookmarks. I put my own little motivation and stuff. And the y'all know it's my baby.
Yeah.
I put my website, phone number, everything on my bookmarks. I pass out bookmarks. I give them free. I had somebody say charge $1. I ain't gotta charge you $1 when somebody buying a book. I mean,
right? Because to me, when you give it out, that's marketing itself. Because you never know who's gonna see that and be like, oh.
Let me grab so y'all can see them.
I like it. I love that.
Because I always heard.
There it is. I love it.
Those are nice.
I make
sure it is something different. She can add some crochet on to it.
Yes, ma'am. I laminate them myself.
Oh, she got two right now.
I do a puff ball or I do a butterfly.
Isn't that nice?
And you'd be surprised how many young people that come up and be like, oh my God, look at this. And I make sure on my little website to quotes and stuff at the bottom.
I do that because purple's my favorite color. Look at the purple puff ball.
But see, these are actually two of the last ones from this that I have left. And I made these probably 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So the newer ones are the house. But it's a smart way.
I did for Mother's Day.
Right. I show
I went to a group of ladies and said, I want to do the girl that's making this stuff. I was going to do the, I wanted to add something bookmarking. Yeah.
Add in serious stuff and pass them out to everybody. It's a great way of getting yourself out there, and it's another way of marketing. That's the biggest key. The biggest key with us, we have to market. And I'm going to touch on something else real quick, and then we're going to stop for this part, okay? I saw a video. This man, Dante Lee. I can't think of what Dante Lee is, who he's with. Is it blacknews.com or weaboutblack.com? He made some important points. And I'm going to touch on the ones that I remember. Dante talked about the fact that for indie authors, whether you're black, white, whatever, but he basically focused on black people. He said that your book title is important.
I saw that.
Your book cover is important. Price is important. So I'm going to hit those three. The other two I'm going to leave alone for another time. Okay. When it comes to the price of a book, I am a reader. I read over probably 200 books a year. I'm sorry, I will not pay $10 for an ebook. Nor will I pay over $25 for a print book. Okay? And I don't care if you're world famous. I won't. I'm one of those people. I like Harry Potter. I won't pay $25 for a print book. And I just won't do it. Okay? I'm a Stephen King fan. I'm a Zane fan. I still won't pay $25. Eric Jerome Dickens. Oh, Lord, this man writes good stuff. But I will not pay $25 for these books. I mean, I won't do it. And I will not pay $10 for an ebook. So, indie authors, my personal opinion is this. Look at your consumer. I'm a consumer of books. I'm also a writer. I am not going to charge you what I will not pay myself. Okay? Exactly. It's just that simple. I'm not going to charge you $10 for an ebook when I know Kim ain't paying $10 for an ebook. The most I go for an ebook is $6. It's just that simple. And the book can be good, but I would not go over $6. Print book, I'm not going 25 for nobody. If I spend 19, you best believe there may be a cup of wine right there if I spend that 19. And I'm just going to be real with you because I won't do that either. So I think that for black indie authors or any indie authors out there, I don't think we're being told or you're being told, that some of your prices are just ridiculous. And they honestly are. That's another reason why people won't buy books. Because when you think about when you go to an event, somebody may be interested after reading everything about it. But then you say $25, $30. No. You wonder why they say no thank you. It doesn't matter how well that cover looks. That price is too much. So you got to start taking that into account. Now, as for book covers, what he said about book covers, because I got an email from a young lady who brought My Motivation Dedication. She let me know she loved the books, but she thought it was science fiction because everybody knows I like bright colors. Yeah. And if you look at the bookmarks, you would sort of think it is a play on sci-fi, right? Not young adult. Yeah. But what she said made me think about it. So my question to her was, how could I have made them better? See, that's good criticism. Yeah. That's no shade. So I asked her, how could I have made them better? And she said, no, I like what you had, but maybe tone the color down so people would think it was YA instead of science fiction. Bright red. Because she said both of them just look science fiction.
They give you a like futuristic look.
And you know, I didn't even think about it because I like the. But see, my thing is, I love the red because it brings you to it. It makes it pop like a fly to a light. But
you have a lot of people that sit there and think
it's
science
sci-fi,
fiction.
and I don't really like sci-fi.
So it made me think about it. Sci-fi's good. You got to read the ink well. All right. Now the third thing was book title. Book title I think is important because I know, like I said, with My Motivation Dedication was easy. I knew anybody who knows me when it comes to those two words, motivation and dedication. My two girls, I always used to call them motivation dedication. One of the reasons I call them motivation dedication, one motivated me to stay up, stay strong. One dedicated me because she was so sick that mama knew she had to work. You understand? And had to work hard to buy these machines and medicine. So their names, when I was writing the books, it was obvious what I was going to call the books, even though the books are not about them. You know, I knew what I was going to call the books. And I know some people say, well, you know, the books seem so personal. Yes, it does. But it's not their story. These women have their own stories later on. It's not my story. Now, for my new book, my new series that's about to come out, the first book is going to be called Rowena. That name, the reason why I chose that title, that name, is because the book is centered on her. I couldn't figure out how else to name the book. So I figured, why not? Rowena. That's the cover I finally argued and fussed with to get it done. I'm still not sure. Because it's not sci-fi, but I like eccentric stuff. I am eccentric.
But I like,
you know.
See, all of your books, the covers draw me to it, and I like that. I think
I had a young lady say the same thing,
but
I'm gonna go back and look at that just to make sure that it doesn't look sci-fi-ish, because this is actually going to be a drama. This is, I don't write romance. That's another thing. Any book you ever read of mine, it's going to be some sex because I believe in that.
Right.
But there will not be any romance. Okay. Not like that. I'm not writing the feel-good couple and all this stuff. I like dramas, thrillers. I like action. You know, I like a little conflict. I like a little get that.
Yeah.
But I hit that. But I'm not worried about the romance part and all that stuff. So you don't have to worry about that. You won't see that, but you'll see some of the others. Rowena's action. She's action, drama, thriller, and that's what she's hitting. Those are the genres that she's going to be in. She's going to cross 3 genres.
I like that.
And she's not. I hope so. She's going to be 2 books, and then everybody else coming behind.
Okay, so the other characters we talked about, they're going to. I like that.
I'm going to go ahead and let me go out of teaser now. That's right. I'm working on Rowena. I'm working on Rowena Hunting while Rowena's being edited now. And while we've been working on the book cover. I also have, next will be Marcel.
Okay.
She's next in line.
Okay.
Then I have Roar. Then I have Christine.
Okay. Oh, that's nice.
So that's my series.
All right. I support it.
So all of them are coming out. And for people who say that it's wrong for a woman to be badass, my dad, I'm gonna cut this because we about to go overboard. Okay, a woman being badass, whether you're black, white, green, yellow, this, you're badass because guess what? You work every day. You love your family. You take care of your family. You take care of your friends. You take care of yourself. That's what makes you a badass in my point. Okay, that's when I say badass. That's what I mean. You handle your business. You're not on the street. You're not all that. You're not on the street. Loud all voice screaming, hollering, cussing for everybody to see you. No, badass is a person who can sit up, get up every day. You may be tired, but you're gonna make sure you feed the kids. You make sure the house is straight. You love your family. You're gonna take care of the family. You're gonna take care of everybody. That's a badass. And there's nothing wrong with a woman being a badass. Okay. And we're gonna come back because we also have a book review to do today. So we're gonna cut the marketing workshop. Marketing plan, marketing tips. This is Kim Walton. We're sounding off in part 1 of this Saturday at 25th Street Library. Thank you for tuning in. We're gonna come back with our book review of The Sisters Are All Right by Tamara Harris.
Oh, so nervous.
Right now, I'm going to give you some marketing tips. My first marketing tip is close range proximity marketing. That means that you're sending out via email, text. It's pretty much a promotional message. You're promoting your product or anything.
Come on, fan finish.
That's like I promote my candles, Alice Candles. It's of your product and services. That's what you're promoting. Your goods and services. What is it that you're